Hi, my name is Ann Sermons Gillis, and I am Vice President of the Theosophical Order of Service. And this year we are focusing on peace. I think we have to use our imaginations, and a lot of people have. And today I want to speak to a woman who can tell us a great story about peace and using your imagination to create peace in maybe ways we've never thought about before. I want to welcome this morning Robin Blanc Mascari. Welcome, Robin.
Hi, Anne. Nice to be here.
Well, earlier today we were talking about peace, and you told me a story that you may have told me before, but I'd forgotten about it. But it is truly a peace story. Could you tell us about what you did? I understand during the Cold War to advocate for peace. Give us the story.
Well, I was actually working for a company called World Peace Tours, and the organization was taking groups of citizen diplomats from the United States to China and to Russia at the time, the Soviet Union, and to promote world peace through play. And so what we would do is we brought over all kinds of non-competitive games and toys as citizen diplomats because we didn't speak the language. So the international language of play became our way to connect. And I was privileged to go on the trip to Russia. We went to several different cities, and there's a city called Sochi, which is called the Peace City. And different countries of conflict would go there, and citizen diplomats together would graft two different kinds of citrus fruits on this one tree. And then they would come back several years later to eat the fruit that they created together. So it was just really beautiful ritual of how to connect with people that see the world differently and realize we're all of the same.
Well, you didn't speak the same language. How did you handle that? How could you get peace across if you couldn't speak the language with them?
There's so many different languages that we can connect with. You can connect with smiles. We were connecting with play, and we had frisbees and soap bubbles and hacky sacks and skateboards. And hacky sack is a little foot bag. And being in Russia, they are soccer players, and so they picked it up immediately because it just is like a little soccer ball, and we'd be in airports and hotels, and they didn't like you being on the grass over there. The little babushka ladies would whisk us away, but it became a way for us to connect, is to be in a circle with people that didn't speak the same language, but we would connect through this little foot bag. It was amazing.
Oh, that's an amazing story. Well, I want to thank you so much. Can you think of anything that I left out that we left out about the story?
Well, just that, things like soap bubbles and frisbees, when you get to play with people, you can connect. And when people smile, you connect. And we touched a lot of people without being able to speak the language, and it was a really beautiful experience.
Wow, well, thank you so much for telling us about that. There is something that all cultures have in common, and that is that they all jump for joy. And so that might be another way to connect with people and to create peace by jumping for joy. It seems like in our the war-torn times that we have, that we are no longer advocates for peace. And I hope that stories like that will help us use our imagination so that we can create a world based in peace rather than drama, trauma, and war. Thank you again, Robin, so much for being with us today.
A pleasure. Thank you, Anne.